What's going on, guys, and how is your weekend going? So today we have 192 cards to go over. Yeah, we're going to go over all 192. Well, I mean, we're not going to go super in-depth on all of them. So starting with Amber, we have Owl. Let's see. First time seeing a lot of these, so you'll get my raw, unfiltered thoughts. And don't forget, we have our 5,500 subscriber giveaway. If we hit 5,500 subscribers by January 29th, we will give away a case of set 7 to be released in early mid-February. So during your turn, whenever cards put in your ink while opposing gets -1. No, I don't think it really sees a whole lot of play. I'll give more thoughts on cards that I actually think are going to be good. But I don't think that Owl Pirate Lookout will see very much play. I love how all the Pooh characters now are getting their pirate cards, kind of like how we already had Piglet, Pooh Pirate Captain, which is a credible card, by the way, but so far, Owl fell flat. Uninkable, better be a good card. Support. Whenever this character quests, pay 1 less for the next pirate. I don't know. I mean, Pluto works for any, not just pirates. And then what? You have Gaston on 3 to make 2 less. I don't think Pooh is that good either, but who knows? Maybe it'll see a little play, but it probably shouldn't. So go for a 1/6/4 cost inkable quest for 2. I don't. 6 willpower makes it tempting. I think it's another trap card for hyper aggro decks. I don't think it's gonna be that good. 2 cost Simba 1/4. There is the shift Simba that we'll get to in a little bit. So, I mean, it gives you another option there. I think Bodyguard Simba's just better. He's a 2/3 instead of a 1/4, and use Bodyguard. So I would personally just play the Bodyguard one that we already have. Chip. When you play this character, chosen character gets +1. 3 costs. Okay, so it's kind of like Donald. Has 3 strength instead of the 2, but he's not a bodyguard. Interesting. Chip and Dale, they got to go together. Character enters play exerted unless you have a character named Chip. Okay, so there it is. So that's kind of weird, though. Let's see. So chosen character gets +1 when you play this character. So I mean, he can put Dale to 3, but Dale would enter exerted the turn prior. But 3/4 is a really good stat line on a 3-drop, kind of inverted of the 4/3. That's also very good. But having 4 of either is pretty good. Multi-quester. I like Dale. Like, even on his own, coming in exerted stinks, and it's weird that Chip would boost Dale, but Dale needs Chip to be in first. So it just seems kind of counterintuitive that those cards should work together better than they actually do. Let's see. David. Finally, David enters the game. Okay, so let's see. Well, you have a character named Nani. Okay, I was going to say, I wonder, we get the power couple down there. Nani. Character gets +2, so maybe some synergy here because you play him on 3. Or wait, no, Nani's a 5, not a 4. I was thinking Bodyguard Nani was a 4. I was going to say you could play him on 3, Nani on 4. He goes up to 3 then, and then you have the Bodyguard, and it could actually work out pretty good. But Nani's a 5, not a 4 cost. So, I mean, that still works if you wait or play him on 4. Maybe we can make a Lilo and Stitch deck, though. I mean, that's, especially like you play David and Lilo on 4 or something. You play David plus something on 4, and then on 5 come out with Nani, and then he gets the 2 extra lorries, a 3/3, and the Nani's, what is she, a 3/6 bodyguard quest for 2? I mean, that's not a bad option if we're just going to go ahead and be honest with it. So, another Prince Naveen card. Let's see. Just a general... A 2/3 on 2, that's not terrible. I mean, I don't think it's that great. Might just see some niche use. Let's see. Nothing overwhelmingly good yet. Okay, first foreign card. Chief Bogo. 4/4 cost. Quest for 1. Singer 6. Looks like there's a stipulation in there. If you have a Gazelle character, these becomes a Singer 6. Something with Gazelle and being a Singer 6. I think we need more 6-cost songs to be good, though. Like, you already got Gaston and Ariel, who are Singer 5s. So until we get more good Singer 6s. I don't see it. Okay, so another chip. So, but again, Dale comes in exerted, and he's a 3. So even this chip comes in after, so Dale would already be there. I mean, at least this way you get the support. So I mean, you have, you know, what if this chip was 3 and that Dale was a 4 cost? Because then you play this on 3. Turn 4, you play the Dale. Now he has support, and Dale doesn't come in exerted. I'm just saying, maybe those two should have been flip-flopped in their cost just to fit the synergy a little bit better. I'm just saying. So, interesting. There's some synergies to be had here. I just don't see anything that great yet. 4 cost. Not a 1/6. He's a 0/7. Man, 7's a lot. I think it's another bait card though. I don't think it's gonna be that good. And I don't know. I like my hyper aggro, but I'm still not seeing. I have seen some of the cards and I'm excited for them. But Chip and Dale together, okay, counts as being named both Chip and Dale. That makes sense. Makes sense. Shift 5, so you can shift it on top of Chip or Dale. That's pretty cool. During your turn, when it's put into your, whenever a card is put into your ink, will return a character from your discard to your hand. Interesting. I'm actually interested in this card. I like Chip and Dale overall. I think it's gonna fall into that like 7 Dwarves, 99 Puppies category where, you know, people want to build it for the nostalgia of it, but I don't see it being that competitive yet, at least. Judy Hopps now, 6 cost, 3/6 support. May ready another character of yours. Lots of decent cards. There's a lot of decent cards. Amber, I don't think is getting that good, especially like Song Amber. I'm not really getting a whole lot for. Tiana, this is actually one I do kind of like. So whenever a character of yours is challenged while this character is exerted, and it doesn't say other character, so it implies for her too, the challenging character gets -3, or unless their player pays 3 ink. So, and keep in mind, if they can't pay 3 ink, they get -3. It's not like, oh, I don't have the 3 ink, there's no option to do it. If they don't have ink, they can't do it. So essentially, to start challenging you, they need to have the ink, otherwise, well, 4 willpower. Daisy has 4 willpower. Your bodyguards usually have like 3 willpower, and all of a sudden they can't challenge you because they're going to lose 3 strength unless they pay 3 ink to do it. I think this card is really, really strong. I like Tiana a lot, and it's a multi-quester too, 4 willpower. I think this card is going to make her way into those hyper aggro decks. Absolutely. Tiana, Restaurant Owner. This card, very, very good design. Very good for hyper aggro. I'm finally excited about a card. Unfortunately, I did already know about that card though. Sorry about ads. Jeez, I even just downloaded an ad blocker. Grand Councilwoman. Grand Council. Then moving on, we have the Grand Councilwoman. So whenever this character quests, your other alien characters get +1 lore. Let's see. So a 1/3 turn 2. Maybe if you're in a dedicated alien deck. We got another Dale. Okay, this Dale's a 4 cost. When you play this character, so this one will pair up. Well, no, because that other chip's 4 cost. Like, geez, it's just weird, the cost curve for the Chip and Dale deck. I don't quite understand. So when you play this character, you may put the top 3 cards of your deck into your discard to give chosen character -3. I don't think we have the cards for Chip and Dale to do a whole lot right now. Let's see, we got Nani support. Okay, 5 cost. So another 5 cost Nani. It would have been kind of nice to see like a 4 cost Nani just to come one turn after after the David. Just the synergy there. Again, not having to wait an entire turn in between. So I would have liked to have seen that. Supports those nice, especially with a 3 attack character. 3/5, good stat line. Support really good. Let's see. I'm so sorry. Pay 2 ink. Chosen character gets -1. Could come up, but otherwise it's just a multi-quester with support for the most part. Let's see. Simba, Pride Protector. This one I do like. So, like I said, it's a 4/4 hyper aggro. I think it's going to be, I don't know, because Tiana's uninkable too. Like, there's just so many uninkable cards that are good. That's going to be the hard part, is figuring them out. But at the end of your turn, if this character is exerted, you ready your other character. So you can shift this over Bodyguard Simba, quest with everything, and then all your little cards get readied at the end of the turn, and they just have to punch through this 4/4 body beast. Freaking king. Sorry. I like this card. I don't know that it'll make its way into the final list, but I really like the card, and I think absolutely worth testing. I think it'll see some play in some topping lists. Do I think it's going to become a staple? I don't quite know on that, but I think it's a pretty strong card overall. Let's see. We got the Mama Kangaroo, second foreign card. So if anyone knows, I mean, obviously I could look after the video, so doing this all right off the top, I guess, kind of makes it a little harder, but go on Envoy on Love Adventure. So when they quest, when they go on an adventure, something about when the character quests. So wish I could give you a little bit better there. Let's see. Rabbit. When you play this character, you may remove a damage from chosen character. That actually might see some niche play in like damage removal decks. We already have a handful of other cards that do benefit from, like, when you remove damage, do this, or so is it like Gumbo Pot? Is that the one blue card that do you get the lore or something? I can't remember off the top of my head because it really hasn't been a highly played card, but like a Amber Sapphire deck. With this being a 1-cost card and not having to pay when you do it, when you play it, you just remove the damage. That there might be onto something there, like a niche little rogue style deck. Rue, get more pirates. So when you play this character, give chosen -2 until start of your next turn. I like the effect. 1/2, 1 quester. I think for the decks it's gonna go in. I guess in a Amber Pirate deck, like, giving -2 until the start of your next turn isn't necessarily that terrible. I don't know. I'm intrigued by it. I don't think it's good, but I'm intrigued by it. Mr. Litwick, nice. Some more Wreck-It Ralph cards. So once during your turn, when you play another character, you may ready this character. Can't quest or challenge. Would have been kind of nice if he had like something else, like even if it was like a Singer 4 or something, like quest with play a character, ready sing a song. I mean, him being a singer wouldn't make any sense, but I don't know, doing something else. I mean, I guess you can punch into something twice if he survives it, like challenge, play a character, ready. Oh wait, he can't challenge for the rest of the turn. Just read your cards. Read your cards. Yeah, I don't really like that. We'll probably only go through Amber, the first 3 colors, make a second video on the other one, or do we just do it all at once? I don't know yet. Okay, so we'll try and go pick up the pace a little bit. Jim Hawkins, Bodyguard 4/7, 7 cost, no shift line, quest for 2. When you play this character, look at the top 4 of your deck, reveal any number of pirate cards, put them in your hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So, Pirate, Captain, 7 cost, Bodyguard. Kind of like an aerial for pirates. He costs 7 though. I don't necessarily like that. Like, if you're getting in the late game, I want a little bit better. Unless we get some really strong pirate cards that you want to get out. Stitch Little Trickster, he's in the wrong spot. That's kind of interesting. Kind of fits the Little Trickster name. So 1 ink gets +1. Doesn't say you can only use it once. So I mean, that might have some kind of cool uses actually. If you can do that more than once, like you pay it in the next turn, all of a sudden, oh, I'm gonna pay 6 ink. Boom, 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 boom. He has 7. Bye bye, Queen's Castle. Like, if that's how it's truly translated and worded, this might be a really interesting card. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Okay, I won't give in. So return a character with 2 costs or less from your discard to your hand. So Amber's kind of just lots of ways to get characters back. I don't know how I feel about that. Let's see. Rescuer, Ranger away. Count the number of characters you haven't played. Chosen character loses strength equal to that until the start of your next turn. I like how it's a start of your next turn. This might be okay too in like a hyper aggro deck. Make their character essentially 0 attack if you went wide. Can't challenge into your characters that way. So could be interesting. Naveen's Ukulele, 1 cost item. Pay 1, banish this item. Chosen character gets +3 to sing songs. Ooh, Amber Ruby songs. Ariel, sing be prep, because it'd be an 8 singer. Maybe. Let's see. Where were we? Just did the ukulele. We got Pooh, Pirate Ship. So exert and pay 3 ink. Return pirate character from discard. I think there's better ways that are inkable to get characters back from your discard, and they're not generic or they're not specific to pirates. Exert one of your characters. Chosen character gets -2. We got a lot of other like damage modulating cards. 100 Acre Island. So 100 Acre Island. During an opponent's turn, whenever a character is banished, well, here gain 1 lore. Worth testing, yes. Interesting, yes. Probably bait, maybe. It only costs 1 to move here. The 5 willpower stinks, but if you get a few characters here early, you force them to take out the location before your characters, because if they take out your characters, you get the lore. Absolutely worth testing. On the fence if it makes it into the final deck, but very intriguing. I will say that. Very intriguing. I do want to test the card out. I mean, if it had 6, it'd probably be too OP, especially being a 2 cost or 1 cost. Yeah, 1 cost, 1 to move there. So you play this on like turn 3, move 2 characters there right away. All of a sudden, I don't know. Could be good. Could be good. Location decks are going to be kind of cool now. 6 to move here. This is the one where when you move the character to or from here, kind of weird they don't have a translated one because I know it's been out there. Actually, bear with me really quickly. Apologize for this. I just know our group chat actually talked about it, so I can grab the card for you. Bear with. Oh, no, that was me sharing the wrong card. Okay. Come on, location. Wow, we share a lot more stuff than I realized. Oh, there we go. Okay, so when you move a character here from another location, you may banish this location to gain lore and draw 3 cards. So, Tuck, Ruby, Jim Hawkins from Ruby. I think Amber Ruby locations is actually going to be a pretty strong deck. Gain 3 lore, draw 3 cards. That's pretty darn good. So we're through 1 color. Holy, this is going to be a 2-hour long video. We'll see how fast we go through Amethyst and Emerald. Like I said, might have to split this up just for sheer length purposes. Hades. Let's see. So something with 2 lore. When, gosh, I apologize that I'm not fluent in other languages. I don't know if I can do this whole like this. I might have to like try to find the other versions or translations. Quest for 3 though, with 2 lore, another character. So based on another character and with 2 lore, something along those lines. 5 cost Sisu, 3/6, Challenger +2. Not a big fan. I like the artwork though. That artwork is really nice. The White Rose. Was this like when you something with another character and gaining a lore. Again, I feel like a lot of these had translations already. I'm surprised that they're not in here. So when you play this character, move 1 damage counter from chosen character chosen opposing. I'm not a big fan of that gimmick in the game. I don't think it's that good. Rafiki, just a 2/2 generic 1-drop. I wonder if we're going to get some good shift Rafikis. That'd be nice. We have 2 1-drops. I know there's some 3s. Is that evasive? I'm going to guess that's evasive. 3 cost, 1/3. A Minnie Mouse. It's essentially a Ruby Minnie Mouse. Let's see. The Carpenter. Ooh. When this character is banished, you may exert chosen character. Niche. Crash it into something to exert something else. I'm not a big fan. We got the whole Tea Party. No, that's not the Tea Party. They're down on the beach, right? It's down on the beach there. Yeah, I think I got my spots mixed up. That's definitely not Tea Party. They're not there with the Mad Hatter. 3/6, 4 cost, 1 drop. Not a big fan. Scott. Ooh, I like that artwork. Okay, 4 cost, Rush, Challenger +3. Ooh. Quest for 2. I like the Ruby Scar more because it has Rush and the 6. However, this can one-shot a castle. 7's pretty good. 7's pretty good. I don't know, though. Maybe worth it. Just being the color it is. If it was Ruby, it wouldn't be worth it. There's just better uninkable cards, but it's not Ruby, so maybe. Tinker Bell. That's interesting. Artwork, that is. She just looks so grown up. Like Tinker Bell's supposed to be this like little tiny little fairy. Evasive. Okay, shift 5. So we got some Tinker Bell shift lines. That's pretty cool. Whenever this character quests your other fairies, so we're getting pirate locations. Like pirates, locations, the Chip and Dale theme really building up, and now we're also getting fairies. Oh, and aliens too. So we're really starting to get archetypes now. That's kind of cool. I like that. We're getting a lot of different archetypes now, which means every set now we can build off of that, start to get more and more aliens, more fairies, more archetypes. I like that a lot. Well, let's see when this character. Otherwise, a 5/6. 5/6 is a really good stat line. Quest for 2. I like that. Ooh. Tempo Players Rejoice, Amethyst Diablo, another Diablo. When banished, you may draw a card. I actually like that. I like that. A nice little replace itself. When banished, draw a card. Another one that can fit in with the library where you get to draw 2 cards. Shift line for Diablo. I like it. You don't get to see their hand like the green one, but this one replaces itself, so that's kind of cool. I mean, if you shift it, you're not getting that value because you get to see their hand, whereas if you shift that, you're not going to be able to, you know. Rush, 2/3. Oh, not evasive, and it's a 2/3. So close to being worth testing. I don't think it's that good. If it was a 3. If it was a 3, I think it'd be really good. It's a 4, though, and I don't think it's going to see play. Okay, there's the Rafiki shift. So 7 cost. During your turn, whenever a card's put in your inkwell, you get to draw a card. Okay. Ooh, Blurple. Blurple. 6/6 4 quest. Blurple. Yes. I like that. We got a few. I don't know if the new Rafiki's going to make his way into it because I like the Challenger Rafiki a bit more, I think. But you're already ramping. Shift 7. Quest for 4. 6/6 means this thing is a beast to get rid of. And if you ink 1 or 2 times after you get them out, you're going to be drawing a couple cards every turn. I like Rafiki a lot. That's a good one. Genie, Wish Granted, 4 cost. Okay. Let's see. Evasive. Only characters with evasive, so it looks like it has evasive. Quest for 2, 2/4. When the character something, draw 1 card. Maybe is that a draw 1 card? Evasive and something with drawing a card. Quest for 2. Hard to say how good, but and they're all. It's not even like it's one language, so you can kind of pick up on certain words. That one might be okay. It's uninkable though, so it's I don't know. Okay, pay 2, choose and discard a card, gain a lore. I mean, you got other ways to gain that passive lore. You got Spellbook, where you don't have to discard. You got Bosses on a Roll, where you get to fix the top of your deck. You got just play Goat next turn. I don't like this, Madam Mim, personally. Okay. Yzma. This is one I like a lot. Okay, so exert if you have fewer than 3 cards in your hand. Draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. So not only can she quest for 2, she's a 3/3. you can either quest for 2 or draw 3 cards. Like, that's really, really good in Hyper Aggro, because Hyper Aggro, by turn 4 or 5, you're really starving for resources. So you quest with your other cards, and then you get 3 cards because of her. Or if you don't need the 3 cards, you get 2 lore from her. So I like Yzma a lot. So far, I think Yzma's the... Rafiki is kind of good too. But yeah, Yzma's probably the best Amethyst card so far. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable saying that. Definitely. Okay, where were we at? Right there, right there. Another Odie. Moving 2 damage. The other one was a moving damage 2. Her snake was a moving damage. So just the whole moving damage gimmick. 5 costs uninkable. I don't like her. 4 costs uninkable. Another Pan Shadow card. It is pad, so Shadow Catcher. You caught it now during your turn when a card's put into your inkwell. Exert chosen opposing character. I don't think it's that good, but maybe some niche play. I don't think it's that good though. 1-drop Mad Hatter. Whenever this character quests, you may look at the top card of your chosen player's deck. So yours or your opponent, put it on top of your deck or into their discard. Maybe not this set, but at some point in the game, this card is going to be played. This card will have its time to shine. Absolutely. Very merry on birthday. Yeah, Carton must be cards. Their deck. Yeah. Definitely next time around we're going to have to do this a little differently maybe. But to go through all 190 and like look for which ones. I'll do that for you guys. So next set. Promise it'll be a little better there. I'll have translation tabs open. Hard to say. I can't read all these languages and I'm unprepared, so I apologize for that. Okay, 7 cost Genie. Ravensburger. These arts are killing me when I try to use the artwork for my thumbnails, for playmats, for things like that. When you break the border, when you come down there, when you go up over the ink symbol, it's harder to use it. And that's probably why they do it. Genie, Shift 5. Whenever you play a card, draw a card. Ooh, we did talk about this one. At the end of your turn, put all cards on your hand at the bottom of your deck in any order. Interesting. Sounds broken, but sounds hard to use. We were talking, though, the interaction with this and Clarabelle should be at the end of your turn. You get to pick which one to do it in. So you can use Genie, put all the cards in your hand at the bottom of your deck, and then Clarabelle, you get to draw cards equal to your opponent's hand. So Tempo might see some play for Genie. Probably the best deck to play it in would be Tempo. So with the draw card. Draw 1 card. Weird that has 1 and then Una. Yeah, again, I'm going to chalk that one up to probably not that good, but hard to say. Exert chosen character. Then you may choose and discard a card if you do the exerted can't ready. I like I'm stuck more at that point. Not saying I'm stuck's better. I don't know. For each sorcerer you have in play, pay 1 less. So brooms maybe? Are any of the broom sorcerers? I know the Mickeys are. Draw 2 cards. Dedicated sorcerer deck maybe, but you're already going to have 3 friends on the other side. And I mean, Finders Keepers an inkable 5 cost card that says draw 3 cards. So sure, you might be able to play this less with sorcerers, but I think Finders Keepers is just better. Maleficent Staff, 2 cost item. When one of your opponent's characters, items, or locations is returned to their hand from play, gain 1 lore. Ooh, Tempo Bounce. You can start gaining lore from that. Double Sing Mother Knows Best with your Ursula. That could be nice. This on 2, Ursula on 3. On 4, you kit, you bounce something, you double sing the Mother Knows Best. Now you just bounce 3 characters and gained 3 lore. That might see some play in bounce. Could be interesting. I could see it seeing some play in bounce. Mad Hatter's Teapot, exert, pay 1. Each opponent puts top card of their deck to their discard. mill deck coming in. Let's neuter discard just to make mill OP. Exert, pay 2, chosen character gets challenger and evasive. Well, that's kind of, I don't know. It does both, whereas Maui's Fishhook does 1, but it's unequal. I'm not huge on Pixie Dust. Basic vanilla card, not a big fan. Let's see, Mystical Tree at the start of your turn may move 1 damage from a chosen character here to chosen opposing character. At the start of your turn, if you have a character named Mama Odie here, gain. They're really driving that moving damage narrative gimmick play style. I don't know if I like it. Okay, Jasmine, Royal Seafarer. When you play this card, multiple effects. That's good. That's always a good start. When you play this character, choose 1. Exert chosen damaged character or chosen opposing character gains Reckless. So that's a thing. That's a thing, right? Not a good thing, not a great thing, but it is a thing nonetheless. Let's see, Captain Hook. While this character is exerted, opposing pirate character can't quest anti-pirates as a pirate. Interesting. When it's challenged, draw a card. 1/4, 2. So, I mean, if we look at it from that perspective, he costs 3, he's inkable, he's a 1/4, quest for 2, and when they challenge him, you get to draw a card. That's a thing. Actually kind of interesting, I guess. Stitch, Alien Buccaneer. I do kind of like that Captain Hook, actually. Let's see. When you play this character, if you shift to play him, you put an action from your discard at the top of your deck. Do we have that many good early Stitches yet, though? I don't think so. So maybe at a different point in time, he'll be good, but right now I'm not really sure. Go to Mago. Sorry, wow, just like... When you play this character, you may pay 2, gain lore equal to the damage on chosen opposing character. A green steel damage deck, maybe. This could see some good play. After turn 4, you get some damage on their character and gain that quick lore, maybe. Green steel damage deck. Honey Lemon, when you play this character, so all on play effects for the Big Hero 6 characters. When you pay 2, have each opposing opponent choose and discard. Quest for 2, so essentially a turn 4 card. When you play it, pay 2. Play it after a Prince John. Force on the discard. You draw a card. Quest for 2 next turn. Maybe. Fred. Whenever this character is challenged, gain 2 lore. That's actually interesting. A 1-drop. So then you force them to remove this with removal, not through challenging, which frees up your Banzai, your Merfolk, your Flynn Riders. That's interesting. I actually kind of like that. That Fred, actually, I do like. Toodles, just a generic 1. Let's see. Dawson, 4. I'm not a big fan. There's just better cards that actually do things. Let's see. Just based on the way it's worded, I'm going to say it's evasive. So an evasive 4 cost. I'd rather just... I mean, he replaces Tinkerbell because she's a 2/3. So he replaces Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell's now been power crept. Basil, evasive. A 3/2. I don't know. Not a big fan still. Well, you have a captain character in play. This gets +2. Okay. So... let's see. Green Steel Pirates, maybe. I didn't pay attention to how many other pirate characters there were. But Captain Hook, Smee, Donald. Then all of a sudden your Smee and Donald are questing for 5 total. Could be some interesting lines there. Myrtle gets a card. Just that generic 1/3 1-drop. Prince Philip. Again, it looks like an evasive. Lots of evasives. Let's see. Jasmine, shift 5. When you shift this character, when you shift, effect when you shift her. We get that. I know because, the common word helps me out. Quest for 2. Inkable, 5/5. So that's all good. Just depends what that effect is. Huh. So, it's a pirate. It's a captain. Goes with the Donald. And you can play her after the Donald, so that's good. I wish we knew the stat line whenever you want a character quest while at a location. Starts at the D, so maybe draw a card. Potential card draw. Play it after the Donald we just talked about. I'm seeing that pirate synergies. I'm saying it. Green Steel Pirates. See, 7 cost. Enters exerted. Better have a good effect when this character is exerted. So it forces them to challenge first? Interesting. Not sure that it's good, but it's interesting. Hercules, baby Hercules. Ward. 6/3. Pay 3, deal 1 damage to chosen damaged. Why does he have Ward? So you can't just take him out with a... I don't know. I'm not a big fan. Love the artwork, though. Okay, when you play this character, if an opponent has an item in play, you gain a lore. Okay. Interesting. Gazelle, 1/2, 2 cost. When you play character, other character, something with ward, something with playing a character and getting ward. See, ooh, another one we don't get to see. Goofy is ward whenever this character quests. Chosen character gains ward until your next turn, maybe. That could be an interesting effect. Bellwether, ooh. Okay. Something until your next turn. We see that part. Otherwise, not a huge fan. Basil, Shift 4. I like this card a lot. During your turn, whenever cards put into your inkwell, you may pay 1 ink, have chosen opposing character. Discard a card. So a nice little discard outlet on a Shift Basil, like a Emerald Sapphire Basil discard deck. Possibly see some success. Could be fun. So what we won our Ursula set championship was Emerald Sapphire discard. Then we got what? Ooh. Basically a Pinocchio or a Simba, but for green, so just another aggro card. Unfortunately, those cards rarely see play. Each opponent discards all cards in their hand. Sounds broken until you realize it's a 7 cost card that's uninkable. Prepare to board. If you're watching this far, obviously you realize all the colors are going to be in this video. And I'm just going to timestamp it all down below. So prepare to board. Chosen character gets +2. If a pirate's here, they get +3 instead. That pirate deck, Green Steel Pirates, Heffalumps and Woozles. Oh, I like that artwork. I like a lot of these artworks. Chosen opposing character can't quest during their next turn and draw a card. So it's basically like the... So My Heart Will Go On, the 3 cost song in Steel, where you draw a card and chosen opposing character can't challenge in their next turn. So this one's for questing. So a similar way. But you can late game draw a card and prevent them from questing out for the win. That could be interesting. I don't know if it's going to see a whole lot of play, but could be interesting. Sing it with Ursula. 2 characters can't quest and draw 2. Ready chosen character. Megabot. Enters exerted. Exert, banish, choose one, banish item or banish damaged character. Okay, so you can't use it the turn you play it, but on turn, late game, I guess that matters. I like that. I actually like that. Galactic Communicator, pay 1, banish, return with, so another bounce, but it's uninkable. I don't think it's going to find room because of that. Transport Pod. At the start of your turn, move a character to a location for free. So it's like Voyage from Ruby, but for green. Okay. We're getting a lot of good location cards, and they're going to keep getting them. So could see some play. Let's see. Gaining 3 lore from a character on tour. So when you... Something with a character questing, get 3 lore. 3 cost, 1/6. Maybe. I'd have to read it in English to know for sure, but potentially. Let's see. Mickey Mouse, Pirate. Shift 3, 5 cost, 4/4. When this character quests, chosen pirate gets +2 and takes no damage. And oh, so the character. Okay, I like that. You get +2 on a character, and you don't take damage when that character that got +2 challenges. I like that. And he quests for 2. Pretty good. Ooh, 5/2 rush 4. I don't know. Wait one more turn and play Maui. Another Kakamora. Lots of Kakamoras. When you play this character, chosen pirate character gets evasive to the start of your next turn. That's actually kind of nice. Take out evasive threats pretty well. You know, you get your pirates on board, and then you drop this down later, and you can challenge into like that pesky Diablo or something. So I do like Kakamora there. When this character quests, whenever it quests, ooh, I like that. We already have like Aladdin for the opponent losing lore, so we can build off of that some more. Now Jasmine can team up with Aladdin, quest for 2, and then your opponent loses a lore. Nice little 3 lore swing. Once during your turn, when a card's put in your inkwell, you can ready a chosen character. They can't quest. Probably not going to see a lot of use. Just cards like that just seem not to get a whole lot of play into them. Wendy Darling, 2 costs, evasive, while you have another pirate in play, +1. So she goes to a 2/2 and quests for 2. Uninkable, though, so I don't think she's going to find her way in. Another John Silver. So whenever this character quests, deal 1 damage to another chosen character. And if you do ready, they can't quest for the rest of the turn. So you self-damage, but then you can heal with, like, Rapunzel. I don't know if that's going to be good enough either. Overall, I don't know how I feel about a lot of, like, I don't know. There's a lot of things to test and try. Like, the goods are really good, but there feels like a lot of filler in this set. At the start of your turn, this character's at a location, draw a card, and gain. Ooh, I like that. We're already getting a lot of that location support. Like I said, Amber, Ruby locations, that's probably going to be a tier 2 deck. Lots of good new cards for it, too. I think that's going to be a strong deck, that Amber Ruby locations. Like, you have Tuk Tuk, now Vanellope, you have Jim Hawkins, then you just got lots of really good locations. So Michael Darling, just a generic 1-drop. Aladdin, a generic 2-drop. Mickey Mouse, a generic while this character's at a location, gets +2. He's not going to see play. Let's see. Well, this character has damage. She gets +1 lore. So a 2 quester after she's damaged. Probably not going to see play. Moana. This character can't challenge unless you have a captain in play. But 3/2. And she's a pirate. In a pirate deck, that's a 1-drop that challenges for 3. That's actually pretty strong. John Darling. A nice little 4 willpower. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to be good even in like Mufasa healing type decks or any like healing deck even. 'Cause it just doesn't do enough otherwise. Let's see. Like John Darling, they should have just made him uninkable and quest for 2. I don't know. Even then, it'd still be bad. Shift 2, when you play this character, your characters get +2 this turn. That's actually kind of nice. Almost like a Cricky type effect, but it's +2, not +3. But he's a shift character, too. So I kind of like that if you're playing Aladdin already for the shift. Minnie Mouse, 3. Once during your turn, whenever a card's put in your inkwell, may return a location from your discard. So another fitting that location one. You play her, and then when you ink a card, you can grab a location back from your discard. That could be pretty good. Essentially, you get to ink a card and keep your resources up, so that's always going to make you feel good. When you play this character, you may move any number of characters to the same location for free. Gain 1 lore for each that you... Ooh. Amber Ruby locations. Play this, move any number of characters to the same location for free. So move 2 or 3 characters, get 2 or 3 lore. You move from a location to the Amber one, and then you banish the location. You get 3 more, so you just got 5 or 6 lore, and you get to draw 3 cards. Boom. Amber Ruby locations. Calling it now. Pete Buccaneer. Ooh. 5. Inkable. Inkable 5 strength character. I like that. Only the 2 willpower, but I like that. Especially if locations are going to be a thing. Pete, I like that. 4. Okay. Pluto. 5, 5, 6. Is that Ward? maybe. Ward and evasive. Ward and evasive, it looks like. Shark head. Half shark. Should have been shark head. Evasive. Another 7 attack Maui. Whenever this character challenges another character, so when they challenge a character, you may return an action from your... Ooh. Whenever you play an action, gain a lore. So you play this, you challenge something, you grab that Be Prepared that they ripped out of your hand. I like that. Probably only going to get played as like one or two of, but I like that. Exert, pay 3, banish one of your characters, banish chosen character. Especially being in Ruby and Uninkable, there's better options. So TI double evasive, whenever you play an action, gets +1/+1. No thanks. Scar 2. So when you play this character, another character gets 2 strength. And then -2 strength. Something another character. The wording's slightly different but very similar. So is that like a 2/2, like +2 -2 swing on strength when you play this character, maybe? A 4 quest for 3. I don't know that it sees play. Interesting, and I want to see a translation. We'll put him in that pile. Thievery. Chosen opponent loses 1 lore. Gain not 1 cost for a swing and 2 lore. That's not bad. Not saying it's going to see play, but that's not bad. Lead the way. Character get +2. That's nah. Pulled islands from the sea. Search your deck for a location card. Reveal to all and put in your hand. Okay. So you can grab any location. Again, building off that location theme. Locations are going to be so good. Especially if you have an uninkable location. Like, just drop 2 of them. Put 2 of this in. Because it acts as a 3rd and 4th copy, like RLS Legacy. But it can also be a copy of, like, your Queen's Castle or anything else, too. Banish chosen character. Draw a card. I don't know about that. Longboat. Where's Jimmy? Okay. Pay 2. Chosen character gains evasive. No. Wait 1 more turn and use the item that's inkable. Pay 1. Ready a character and they can't quest for the rest of the turn. Maybe like aggro decks, even just like a little protection. Damage character gets +1. No. Let's see. At the start of your turn, if you have a character here, all opponents lose. Ooh. So at the start of your turn, if you have a character here, all opponents lose 1 lore and you gain lore equal to the... so I mean, if you have 1 opponent, 1-on-1, they lose 1, you get 1. Interesting. So you get a lore, they lose a lore. Interesting for sure. Characters get +1 strength while here. Oh, sorry about that. Trying to just deal with the ads kind of popping up on cards. Again, I just download an ad blocker. I'm going to have to get a better one. At the start of your turn, if you have a pirate character here, gain 1 lore. 6 strength, by the way. Or willpower, sorry. Let's see. Got 2 more colors to go through then. Ben. Support. That looks like a support wording. 4 quest. Ooh, support with 4. Interesting. Whenever this character quests, we might start to see those decks where like, oh, one has 10 strength, quest for 5 and stuff like that, because support 4 is pretty good. Whenever this character quests, chosen inventor, so aliens, pirates, inventors, fairies, we're getting a lot of archetypes. I like it. Quest gets +1. I don't know that we have enough inventors. I guess I hadn't paid enough attention yet, but we'll see how we move progressing forward. Here's an inventor. Actually, I think the one goofy that was cut off was an inventor too. Whenever you play an item, this character gets +1 this turn. I'm sure there's a deck to build it around. I don't know that's going to be good. So, and then we got a shift target right away. Okay, so we get the 3 drop and then shift 4, so you can play them back to back. See, Chippendale, that's how you piggyback cards. That's how you do it. While you have 3 or more items, you pay 1 less to play inventor characters. Okay. Zipper. Okay. During your turn, when a card's put in your ink well, another chosen character gets resist 1 until the start of your next turn. Oswald. We've seen this card for a while now. During your turn, whenever a card's put in your ink well, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's an item, you may play it for free and it enters play exerted. Otherwise, put it on the bottom of your deck. That's going to be pretty good. I like that a lot. Like, oh, cool. You know, turn 3, lucky dime for free. Broken. Yokai. Whenever this player requests, you may return an item to your hand. Pay 2 less for the next item you play. It could be a nice little loop, especially with like Popsicle. You know, you Popsicle, you draw a card, you quest with him, return Popsicle, and then you pay for free, play Popsicle, draw another card. There's going to be other items too that you can do things with, but that's the first one that jumps out to me with that. Let's see, Pleakley. Is that our first Pleakley card? I really don't know. When you play this character, put chosen character of yours into your inkwell face down and exert it. So instead of giving up your hand, you're giving up your board presence. I'm not a big fan of that. Hero. So pay 2 and exert. Search your deck for an item or robot character and reveal it. Shuffle on top. Oh, I was about to say I really, really like that. Maybe as a 2 of. At most a 2 of. He's not 4 because it puts it on top of your deck. He doesn't actually get it. I could see him being teched in though. When you play this character, exert chosen opposing item. Can't ready at the start of its turn. A lot of items need to exert, so that's okay. During your turn, this character gains evasive. Meh. Sour Bill. When you play this character, chosen opposing character gets -2. Cost 3, you're ramping, Ruby Sapphire. If you have 9 ink, and then you come down with a Madame Medusa, there's some synergies there, but I don't think he's going to see play. Nick Wilde. What cards that I didn't really like do you guys think I'm wrong on? Or which cards do I really like that you think I'm overhyped on? Let me know down below. If you're still watching this, thanks. When I edit, I will definitely timestamp each color switch, so if you want to come back, you can do that. But at this point, you already knew that, so you're welcome. While you have another character with support, this one gets +2. So he's a 3/2, and you have characters with support. That's interesting. Wasabi. So when you play this character, banish chosen item. Its player gets 1 lore, so it can get you a lore, or it can out an opponent's item during your turn. It gets evasive. Interesting. Not sure if you'll see play, but interesting. Okay. Transform. Is that a shift 1? A 3-cost Nick shift 1. Okay. I want to know what that effect is. A shift 1's interesting. Another gadget, just a generic 2-drop. Let's see, we got Delver. Just a not good generic 4-drop. Tadashi. This character gets +1 strength and willpower for each item you have in play. Quest for 3. Ooh, I've seen them have like 5-6 items sometimes. You imagine like a 9/9 6-cost? I don't think he's going to see play. 'Cause, you know, he don't really progress or do a whole lot for you, but I don't know. Maybe. Your other inventor characters get resist 1. Okay, interesting. Pay 2, look at the top card, put it on top or bottom. Nah, I'm not a big fan of him. Let's see, another Tadashi. It'd be nice if that other one was like, even being a cost 6, if it was like a shift 5 even. I know, crazy that 1 ink is the difference. During an opponent's turn, especially because then you'd feel obligated to play worse ones. So maybe I don't even know what I'm talking about. During an opponent's turn, when this character is banished, put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down, then put this card. Ooh. That's pretty good. So during your opponent's turn, when this character is banished, so it doesn't have to be challenged either. When it's banished, you may put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down, then put this card into your deck face down. I mean, he's quest for 2 and getting 2 ink. That's a good card. Baymax, finally. If you have an inventor, pay 1 less to play it. Okay, so it costs 2. And you can pay 2 to remove damage from chosen character. Quest for 2, 4 willpower. Big Baymax when you play this character and when he quests. I like those types of effects. You may remove 2 damage from another chosen character and gain 1 lore for each Oh. So quest for 2, remove 2 damage, gain 2 lore. So he essentially heals 2 damage and quests for 4. I like that a lot. That's good. I like that a lot. Okay, generic 1-drop. Let's see. Oh, we got another Flaversham. Ooh. Does that matter though? So we have all those 1/1s with questing for 3. Does the 0/2 matter? First instinct, I want to say no, because most damage cards do at least 2 anyway. However, if you get out like a Cogsworth and you have that resist 1, now all of a sudden he survives it. So I do like him more, but I'm gonna say he still probably does not see play. Okay, supervillain yokai shift 6. You may play items named microbots for free. And okay, so there must be an item microbots. 6/10. That's a house. Whenever this character quests, draw a card for each opposing character with 0 strength. Okay. So we got a reduced damage deck. Interesting. We could be immortals. Inventor characters get resist 6, and then put it into your inkwell. A 4-cost song gives all your in an inventor deck. That is insane. Sing, they get resist 6, or even just play it, they get resist 6. Challenge your opponent's entire board and wipe it out. This also goes to the inkwell. That is actually really good. Sail the Azurite Sea. This turn you may put an additional card from your hand into your inkwell face down and draw a card. Ooh, that's good. Inkable. So it's inkable, allows you to ink again, but this is like Bell, where the card you ink has to be inkable because it gives you the you're not inking a card, you're getting to perform the action of it, and you get to draw a card. I like that a lot. That's good. Like, that's really good. So instead of 1 jump's a song, but so turn 2, you ink a second card, you play this card, you ink the 3rd card, and you get to draw the card. You draw the card first, so you'd ink, play this, draw a card. Now you can ink and go to 3, and you drew the card to replace it. I like that a lot. Helping hand, chosen character gains support and draw. So a support deck could be good. It's a draw. Prepare your bot. Ready chosen item. Okay, ready chosen robot character. Can't quest. 1 cost that readies a chosen item. Okay. I like all the big hero 6 cards. Healthcare chip. Exert. Chosen, remove 1 damage. If you have a robot character, remove up to 3. Okay, some healing. Ooh, there it is. Microbots. So they have any number of microbots. Okay, so you can play as many as you want. When you play this character, chosen character gets -1 for each item named microbots. Okay, so the chosen character gets -1 for each microbots. That's where you get them down to 0 strength. And then when you quest for 2, you draw a card for each one. Okay, I see the synergy there. Jumbo Pop, remove 2 damage from a character, draw a card. 3 cost uninkable. Don't like it one bit. At the start of your turn, if you have a character here, put the top card of your deck into your inkwell face down, exert it. 2 cost, move 1. This card just screams broken to me. 8 willpower, 1 to move here, and at the start of your turn, you don't get the 1 lore, but you get to ink a card off the top of your deck. This just seems broken to me. Okay, inventor character gets +1 while here at the start of your turn. If you have a character here, gain 1 lore. Cost 1 to move there. 5 will, 1 drop. Not huge on it, not the worst. So we got 1 color left to go. If we didn't take so long on the first one, it would have been a 1-hour video. Kakamora 02. When you play this character, if you have another pirate in play, deal 1 damage to chosen character or location. So definitely green, steel, pirates, it's going to be a thing. Or even ruby steel, which ruby steel pirates already is a thing. I love all the Kakamora cards. This is so cool. Like, you can just do a whole Kakamora deck almost. That is awesome. Jim Hawkins. Something with Challenger +2. Something card. Yeah, he's a Challenger +2, but there's more to it. Mr. Big. When you quest +2, is that support? 1/1 quest 3. Not a big fan. 4 cost, uninkable. Mr. Smee during your turn gains evasive. 3/2. Well, what is that? Jafar. He's essentially Jafar. We already have that card in that same color. We already have that card. Although, is he a pirate? He is a pirate, so a little bit different, I guess. Smee shift 4. When you play this character, you may deal damage to chosen character equal to the number of other pirate characters you have in play. Okay, okay. Let's see, King. Not my king. John Silver. When you play this character, chosen character can't challenge during the next turn. Interesting. Interesting. Not necessarily bad. Not necessarily good. 2-drop 1/2 resist 1 quest for 2. I like that. I like the 2 willpower. Resist 1 makes it survive some early threats and questing for 2. So I do like that, and it's inkable. Jim Hawkins shift 3 quest 3 5/5. When you quest chosen character, deal a damage, something along those lines. I'm going to end up learning foreign languages from trying to translate cards. Tuk Tuk, that's a big buddy. I don't think it's a good big buddy, but it's a big buddy. Billy Bones, okay, okay. 3 cost, 2/2. When it's banished, banish chosen item or location. So he's a multi-quester. I could take out an item or location. I like it, especially because he's inkable. I mean, I guess as far as items go, Benja does the same thing, but on play, Rise does the same thing. So maybe it's not that good. Why'd I have to think about it? Okay, so Bodyguard, and when quest, receive +4 strength. Something with receiving +4 strength, and he's a bodyguard. Does he get the +4 strength when a character quests? That would make sense. Especially being a guard dog, that he would do the attacking. Mickey Mouse 3, resist 1. So a 2/3 resist 1 quest for 2. I like that. Cobra Bubbles, bodyguard, pay 2 to draw a card, and then why is it always draw and discard? 5 cost. The card's not good. Gan to 5 cost, a 4/3, but questing for 4. That is very, very interesting. If you're playing like a steel aggro deck, that could be a great finisher. 5 cost, so your curve's not too high. Quest for 4. I'm not saying he's good, but in the right situation, that just seems strong. Whenever this character quests, you may banish chosen item or location and hole. 4/4. Ralph is going to wreck it. Holy. Quest for 3, remove an item or location, and gain 2 lore. So, I'm going to get rid of your location and quest for 5, essentially. That is so good. This might be the best card in the set so far. So, what do we have? Amber. I really like Tiana, might be my favorite card. Yzma in Amethyst might be my favorite. Emerald, I don't remember what jumped out to me the most. Ruby. I know there was one there. Can't think. Go rewatch. We're going too long though. I don't want to dwell on it too long. Sapphire has that location card. Ralph, that's pretty good. Pretty good. I think Ralph might be the best card in this set. Ooh, Baymax 2 and Sapphire. The 6-cost Baymax, that card is crazy. This character can't be challenged by pirate characters. I mean, pirates are being a big thing. They're trying to push pirates in locations. 2 decks that might push into tier 2, which is pretty cool. Inventors, aliens, a lot of them are going to need another set or 2 while being challenged. Other characters get resist 1. No, not a fan. Ooh, another uninkable Jafar. During your turn. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting too tired to try and put these together. John Silver. Fancy new gold arm. Shift 5, resist 8 cost shift 5. That's actually not bad. And we already got the really strong 3 drop who benefits from all your locations. At the start of your turn, deal 1 damage to each opposing ready character. Resist 2, so he's like a 6/8 quest for 2. He's interesting. He's worth testing, I think. I'm going to say that. Hot Potato, deal 2 damage or banish item. Steel gets a lot of cards like that, and I just feel like they just don't see play. Chosen character resist 2 until the start of your next turn. Draw a card. No, probably not going to see play. I'm getting close to the end. Twin Fire. Deal 2 damage to chosen. Then you may choose discard a card to deal 2 to another. Deal 2. Discard. Deal 2. Ward hasn't been a huge thing this set, so maybe they're getting away from that. Interesting. Ambush. Lots of Lost Boy / pirate stuff. On one of your characters, exert one of your exert one of your characters to deal damage equal to their strength to chosen character. Okay. So instead of challenging, and if they're readied, that's kind of nice. Let's see. Each opponent chooses one of their characters and deals 4 damage to them. Interesting. Hercules. Exert, pay 2. Chosen character gains bodyguard until the start. No. Not going to do it for me. Not going to do it. Exert, draw a card, then discard. Why is it always draw and discard? A 4-cost card that makes you draw and discard is not good. That's not good at all. If you have an alien or robot character here, it has the 1 lore, by the way. This location can't be challenged. 7. So it's a 3-cost. 1 to move here. 7 willpower. I don't know. Not a huge fan. And then what enchanted? Sugar Rush Speedway. I really like this enchanted versions. Ooh, Basil. That was a green one. That's pretty good. Yzma, Basil, both good cards. You came back. I really like the artwork. Not a big fan of the card. Islands. This might be the enchanted I want the most. Baymax. Not the good Baymax. Sorry. Ralph. Ooh. Pulled from the Sea and Ralph. Those are the 2 enchanteds I really want. And then Captain Amelia. Okay, so that's my thoughts. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. And until next time, guys, take care.